Alrighty, we have everything cleaned up and put into this little teeny cute pan. This is everything that was on the sluice. I ended up running it twice. Cons, whatnot, lost some. So this is another table, my fancy lights. Little, very, very minimal amount of water going over there right now. Up some and let it catch up. Like it's favoring one side more than the other. I had it really close before. I feel like this side can go down a touch. And these things kind of get stuck sometimes. You wiggle and wiggle. Turn up a little bit more. There, maybe that'll give me. You can see how up here it goes. That really smoothed out down here. It's not so noisy. It looks fairly centered. Really centered actually. But it looks like up there, toward the top, it's too hot. Let me turn it down a little bit. 5.5 to 5.2. I have this thing close to being level. I'll go down to 5 volts. Where's my spoon? There's jet dry in there, and there's all kinds of bubbles. And if you're not sure, we'll put some more in. I just recycled the water from the black tub into here. Almost all of it. The rest of it's in there, kind of looking gross and dirty. And here we go. We're gonna send our first little scoop on here. I don't even have all my little things I need for here, but here we go. Nothing is moving very much, so we'll turn it up. 5.1, 5.3. You can see some things starting to move a little bit. I should find my little brush for this. I have this tub. The cards work nice too. Yeah, my video taking isn't always the greatest. So I'll take a card. I'll just sweep it across. Oh, look at that, there's even a piece of gold on there. In there already. You see that guy? She shows up really nicely on this thing. Still not washing away. Should find a way to something to hold my phone. I'm just using my phone right now. Remember, first video ever. Well, maybe we'll make it 2 videos, because this is going to be kind of time consuming. Everything's not running down as fast as I wanted it to be. So let me get a little bit of scoopage on here and this moving right, and I'll come back. Alright, well, we got it cranked a lot higher than I was thinking I was going to end up having it. But still the first scoop on there. You can see there's a nicer piece. That's the piece we saw right away when I put the stuff on. And you can see some little pieces. I moved this stuff over here. I like to run these tables. So there's a not so fast side and a fast side. So as my gold shows up, I'll use my brush and I'll shove everything over. So after everything else is on here is cleaned, I can snuff it up into a snuffer bottle that I grabbed. But since a lot of this lower stuff doesn't look like there's anything in it, I'll use a card and I'll push it down. I think I'm going to make this a second video back to back. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll finish this one. I'll take a brush and kind of sweep stuff up. Kind of helps it run down. And all just goes down. And the gold stays. That's all cleaned up in the snuffer bottle, ready to do my second little scoop. I don't want to put it too high toward the top. I want to leave some room so I can brush stuff back and move it. But I don't also like putting a lot on at a time. So we'll start off with that a little bit. You can see everything's kind of washing away. And take my card, and I always do the card first. Gives me a better idea of what's all across. Puts it in a thin amount. And just slowly washes away. If you look in there close, there's some gold in there. Probably not gold in every little scoop I put on here. Found a really awesome spot that day on Lake Superior with some friends. It was a really awesome day, even though it kind of snowed on and off. There's nothing left in any of that, so I'm about to wash it off, and I got all the gold. That was in that little scoop right there in the pile. Finished washing this all down. I can't zoom out anymore with my phone. It won't let me record video then. I don't like using Snapchat and then switching video files. So this is what we're getting for this series of little videos. Yeah, time to snuff it up. Third scoop. There's already a bunch of little gold pieces in there. And I'm digging deep in that little pan. I'm gonna have to pay attention to some of these guys. They're running down. All the way down. So now I clean my snuffer bottle out. That's gonna be the tricky piece. Hopefully not. Got a little bit of water in here yet. These little bottles are really handy. I like them. There was gold in the tube. Hopefully it's out. You can see the gold down in there. Hopefully I have minimal amount of black sand in my snuffer. And now that that's full, I don't think there's anything else in here. I can finish cleaning this out. This in there, shake her all about, make sure there's nothing else on there. Pieces of gold like to stick to everything. Hopefully they don't stick to my fingers. And then this squirt. These little squirt bottles are handy. I like them. I got 2 of them off Amazon for really cheap. So there. Emptied. All in the pan. I'm gonna empty it out slowly. There. Now we'll let this dry up, and we'll weigh it. Alright, I think everything in here is nice and dry. I got a little brush to help. A little bits of water, but it shouldn't hopefully affect anything. Turn on the scale. I got the little bottom part of a Dixie cup cut out, sitting on there so it zeroes out. Let's see if we get a weight. Wouldn't that be cool? There. Well, it's kind of sad that it's not heavy enough to register on the scale. I was really hoping it'd be like something. I went to Nugget Lake earlier this year with a prospecting club and ended up getting 0.18 grams from there in a whole 2.5 days of mining. It was pretty fun. Well, thanks for watching my cleanup Miller table video after Lake Superior trip. So I switched it from Dixie cup, re-teared it and put it into there, and since it all went in pretty fast, oh, stupid glitter, turn off this light. It's been bouncing between 0.03 and 0.04. I saw a little 0.05 for a second, and I saw 0.000. Anyways, yeah, not a lot, but I mean, if you spent a whole day there when there's a lot more light, you can get a lot more.